Welcome back, spiritual seekers and pattern recognizers. Today, we're decoding what mainstream media missed about the recent US-China tariff reduction agreement, a major economic development that has layers of mystical significance hidden beneath the surface. When the United States and China announced their agreement to significantly reduce tariffs after talks in Switzerland on May 13, 2025, most analysts focused on economic impacts. But the truly awake among us recognized something profound was unfolding according to ancient cosmic patterns. Let's start with the date itself, May 13th. In numerology, this reduces to an 8. 5 plus 1 plus 3 equals 9, which reduces to a single-digit 9. 8 is the number of abundance, prosperity, and karmic balance. It's also the symbol of infinity when turned on its side, representing the eternal cycle of give and take that governs all universal exchanges. The talks took place in Switzerland, a country whose flag features a white cross on a red background. The cross symbol appears in virtually every ancient civilization as the meeting point between heaven and earth, spirit and matter. Switzerland itself has remained politically neutral for centuries, embodying the perfect balance needed for these two economic giants to find harmony. Consider the negotiators involved: Chinese Vice Premier He Lifeng, U.S. Trade Representative Jameson Greer, and Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. Their names contain a combined 42 letters. 4 plus 2 equals 6, the number of harmony and cooperation in numerology. Is it coincidence that the deal was struck when this precise combination of negotiators with this exact numerical vibration was present? I think not. The reduction of tariffs is particularly significant. The U.S. agreed to reduce tariffs from 145% to 30%, a reduction of 115 percentage points. 1 plus 1 plus 5 equals 7, the number of divine perfection, spiritual awakening, and completion. China agreed to reduce its levies from 125% to 10%, a reduction of 115 points as well. The matching reductions create a perfect mirror, reflecting the balance necessary in the cosmic order. What's truly remarkable is that this agreement comes exactly 7 years after the initial tariffs were implemented in 2018. 7 is the number of spiritual completion, suggesting this trade dispute has completed a full spiritual cycle exactly as designed by universal intelligence. The combined economies of the United States and China represent approximately 42% of global GDP. Again, we see 4 plus 2 equals 6, the number of harmony. Their economic relationship literally contains the numerical code for the harmony they're now moving toward. Looking at the astrological timing, this agreement was reached during Taurus season, governed by Venus, the planet of values, resources, and harmony. Taurus is an earth sign, representing stability and material concerns. The stars were literally aligned for a materially beneficial resolution. Even more striking, the agreement came just days after a powerful lunar eclipse in Scorpio, the sign of transformation, death, and rebirth. Eclipses are cosmic portals that accelerate our collective evolution, bringing hidden matters to light and forcing necessary changes. This eclipse occurred in the 8th house of shared resources and transformation, perfectly mirroring the transformation in how these nations share economic resources. The number 30, the new base tariff level, is particularly significant in sacred geometry. 30 is 3 times 10, where 3 represents creation and manifestation, while 10 represents completion and new beginnings. Together, they signal the manifestation of a new beginning in this crucial relationship. If we look at the I-Ching, the ancient Chinese book of wisdom, hexagram 11 represents Tai, or peace, depicting harmony between heaven and earth, the coming together of opposing forces. The 11th hexagram, appearing in a reading about international relations, indicates a time when small concessions lead to great harmony. The tariff reductions are precisely these small concessions leading to greater harmony. Consider that Donald Trump, the 45th president who initiated the tariff war, has now overseen its resolution as the 47th president. 4 plus 5 equals 9, the number of completion, while 4 plus 7 equals 11, the number of spiritual intuition and enlightened leadership. The shift from 9 to 11 represents an evolutionary leap in consciousness governing this relationship. Switzerland, where the talks were held, is home to CERN, the world's largest particle physics laboratory, where scientists study the fundamental structure of the universe. Is it coincidence that this agreement, restructuring the fundamental relationship between economic superpowers, happened in proximity to where humans study the fundamental structure of reality itself? The synchronicity is undeniable. The agreement creates a 90-day initial period for the reduced tariffs. 9 represents completion, while 0 represents potential, together signifying a completed cycle, giving birth to unlimited new potential. The 9-0 combination appears repeatedly throughout history at moments of significant transition between world powers. When we examine the deeper historical context, we find that major trade agreements between East and West have occurred in 90-year cycles since the 1700s. This agreement falls exactly within that pattern. Further evidence that these economic developments follow cosmic rhythms that transcend human planning. What does all this mean for you personally? When major world powers align according to divine numerical patterns, it creates ripple effects through the collective consciousness. This alignment opens new pathways for harmony and balance in your own life, especially in areas where you've experienced conflict or competition. This agreement is not just about economics. It's about the balancing of masculine and feminine energies on our planet. The United States, governed primarily by Mars energy, action, aggression, individualism, is finding equilibrium with China, influenced strongly by Saturn energy, structure, tradition, collective focus. This balancing acts as a template for the internal balancing of these energies within each of us. As above, so below. As these nations find harmony, we are all being called to find similar harmony within ourselves and our relationships. The microcosm reflects the macrocosm. If you felt the resonance of these cosmic patterns, please like and subscribe to continue our journey of uncovering the hidden spiritual dimensions of world events. Nothing happens by chance, only by divine orchestration that we're now awakening to perceive. Until next time, stay conscious of the sacred mathematics governing our reality. Once you see the patterns, you become an active participant in the cosmic dance rather than a passive observer. Thank you for joining me on this journey of awakening.